Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another new release testing video. I just popped into this department store and I saw that they have the new Terre de Hermes flanker. So I just went ahead and tested it. I have it on this test strip. This is called Terre de Hermes Givree. Givree. I just googled it. It means frozen apparently in French. So this first of all, the notes. I wrote the notes out on this little paper. In the top notes, it has citron. In the middle notes, it has juniper berries and timur. And in the base notes, it has woody notes and mineral notes. Well, it definitely is a more summery fragrance. Honestly, I really love the original Terre de Hermes. I love that scent profile. I really like it. I would actually like to purchase it one day. This one, honestly, doesn't really remind me of the original. It has that kind of a little bit of that piney, citrusy sourness that the original has, but it goes kind of into a different direction. You can definitely smell the juniper berries. Like in real life, I never smelled it, but there are a lot of fragrances like Versace, The Dreamer, or I believe the original La Mal is also. It has juniper berries, and it usually gives a fragrance this clean, kind of fresh, but not in a bright way. It's more like a luxurious, like soapiness. It's really nice. I really like this juniper berry scent. You can definitely pick up the citron too. It's actually quite prominent. Like I sprayed it almost an hour ago, and still the citron is going strong. Yeah, I do think that it has that mineral airiness to it. Also the woodiness, but like a light wood, I would say. Like it's not a dark, strong wood. It's more like a lighter woodiness. I actually really like it, and it reminded me something. Sorry, I can't speak. Reminded me of something so much, and I just couldn't pinpoint it. Like I knew that it's a fragrance that I don't actually own, but I tested more time, but I just couldn't pinpoint what this fragrance reminds me of. And actually, I just went on Fragrantica. I saw that some people already voted for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever Pour Homme as the most similar fragrance to this, and honestly, it's actually so true. Like it's a little bit different, but it also has that kind of sour berry notes. I'm not sure what fruit is in the Light Blue Forever. It almost reminds me of like blackcurrant, like a sour blackcurrant smell, and it has that smell too. Like actually, it's super similar. Like I was so shocked when I realized that oh my god, it's actually Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, which is an interesting fragrance. I definitely appreciate that it's not a typical summer fragrance. It goes to a different direction with this almost blackcurrant smell. I'm not sure if it has blackcurrant, but for me it reminds me of like a blackcurrant that's not quite ripe yet, but so it has that green sourness, but it's also fruity. And I can get that here too. I think it's the mixture of citron and juniper berries. It gives this sour fruitiness. But it's also a little bit like green. It's very summery. I would say it's if you like the original, definitely it's not the same. It's not quite similar. It's quite different, which I actually like when a flanker is not just, almost identical to the original one. So this is nice. Uh, I don't know. It's quite original, but at the same time, as I said, it's very similar to Dolce& and Gabbana Light Blue Forever. So I'm not sure how I feel about this because it's honestly very similar, but it's a nice fragrance. I feel like many people would enjoy this. It's a quite safe choice, even unisex, I believe. It's not overly masculine or feminine or anything. It's a little bit leaning masculine because of the woodiness and so, but it's just very nice. It's almost like a natural smell. I have to say it's quite strong. Like for a kind of fresh fragrance, it's quite strong. I really like it. I would not buy it because I had the same thing with the uh, Dolce& and Gabbana Light Blue Forever that just doesn't really suit me. I feel like, I mean, I enjoy this. It would smell really nice on someone, but I feel like I'm just not really into this kind of woody summer fragrances. Like in summer, I like to wear like citrusy fragrances, and this has citrus in it. That citron note is very strong, but I like to kind of separate like summer fragrances where I just wear something very joyful and bright and fruity, and that's that. And I like woody fragrances in colder weather and uh, more woody, deep green. I prefer those in warmer weather. But yeah, it's very nice. Definitely uh, go and test it because I feel like many people would really enjoy this. It will be a great present idea because it's just very likable. I feel like there are those polarizing fragrances that some people hate, some people like. I feel like this is just very likable. In a way, it's simple, but in a very sophisticated, luxurious way. Like it's very timeless. I feel like all age groups can wear it. It's it's a great fragrance, but it's suspiciously similar to Light Blue Forever, which is interesting because I feel like Dolce& and Gabbana and Hermes, they are kind of, at least in my mind, they're like kind of different directions. Like Hermes is more kind of high end and old money, um, at least to my perception, and Dolce& and Gabbana is like more fun and like youthful and colorful, and I don't know, but these two fragrances smell very similar. I have to say this one is a little bit more sophisticated than the Light Blue Forever. um, Somehow it's just better. It's just blended in a better way. um, it's more like mature, but I don't know, like as I said, anyone can wear it, but I feel like it's just more sophisticated in a way. But it's still very like easygoing and easy reach, so definitely test this out. Um, with the name meaning frozen, I don't really get that frozen vibe. I mean, I'm happy I don't get it because usually in fragrances like frozen and ice and stuff like that, it means that it's like a sharp freshness, which I don't really like. This one is more like a if it's frozen, then it's like a cocktail with like berries and ice and maybe like a little bit of gin or something. But yeah, I really like it. Okay, enough rambling. I actually uh, haven't posted in 2 weeks. I'm also plan to film my fragrance cafe video, maybe right now, I'm not sure. But right now, I feel like I'm just really getting back to. Uh, I mean, I use fragrances every day, but there was like a few weeks when I wasn't really inspired in a way. But now I kind of, as like summer is approaching, I feel like I'm really getting back to this. just very fascination with scent and what it represents, like what it reminds you of. Like, I think it's such a interesting and just great hobby, and like how everyone has a different perception, and everyone is like having different scenarios in their head about just a scent. It's just, I don't know, like fragrance is always like very um, colorful, but at the same time so safe and peaceful and comfortable topic to me, because it's literally it's just a scent. It's up to artistic perception, different explanations, but there is nothing like dramatic. There is nothing, um, you know, aggressive. Anything. Fragrance is just fragrance, and that's why I really like listening to like fragrance videos. That's why I started this channel, because it's just a very innocent topic, I feel like. And nowadays I feel like no matter what we talk about, it's always um, there is always an edge to it. There is always, it's always, there is something bad in everything, and that's all right, because I think it's important to think critically and always, be up to date with like news and everything. But sometimes you just need that little escape to something that's just chill and relaxing and positive, and not even positive, but like neutral. I feel like neutral. So yeah, fragrance is very innocent to me in that way, and I feel like that's why I gravitated towards it. I have this like, sorry for like rambling, but I have these like um, episodes of like, I don't know, eras. Like I gravitate towards like different kind of videos. Like I used to really love watching like videos where people like make drinks like in a cafe or something. Then I used to, well, I still watch these, but I used to watch them a lot uh, in the past. And there was also like a time when I was watching ASMR videos every day, like almost every day I had to watch them. It was so relaxing and nice. And then fragrance, and like I feel like the main thing with all of these videos and what they represent is just this, just these peaceful topics that like there is nothing um, extreme or like aggressive or anything. It's just these very peaceful like things, and I feel like at the end of the day it sometimes feels nice to just relax and watch something um, kind of pointless, but at the same time very pleasant. And yeah, um, I feel like content is just very it's hard to make some content that's nowadays that's straight up just enjoyable. Like there is always that kind of critical aspect of everything, like, oh, someone is making a travel video, it's a nice video, but like traveling and what, like it's also like, I don't like, not very like ecologically, sustainable and stuff, like, airplanes, like there is always that to everything. And by the way, it's also with fragrance, like it's not sustainable to buy like 100 bottles and stuff, but yeah, I feel like it's a pretty safe topic, and that's why it's really I feel like that's why it's a hobby for a lot of people in the fragrance community, because it's just provides an escape from the craziness outside. And yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you are still listening to my repetitive rambling, thank you so much. Please have a wonderful evening. It's the evening here, and yeah, see you next time. I can't stop it.